You've probably heard the saying that if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die. And while that sounds harsh, here at Budget Boss, we're interested in the truth behind the dream of passive income. Most people think making money in your sleep involves some secret algorithm or a get-rich-quick scheme that requires a high-stakes investment. But the reality for the average person in the United States today is much more grounded in systems, patience, and the strategic use of the tools already at your fingertips. We aren't talking about magic. We're talking about building assets that work when you aren't working. And that starts with shifting your mindset from trading hours for dollars to trading value for scale. The first and most accessible way to start earning while you're tucked in bed is through high-yield savings accounts and certificates of deposit, which have seen a massive resurgence in 2026. For a long time, putting money in a bank felt like losing it to inflation. But with current rates, your emergency fund can finally be a productive employee for your household. By moving your lazy money from a standard big bank checking account to a high-yield vehicle, you are literally earning interest every second of the day. It's the safest form of passive income because it's FDIC insured, meaning you aren't risking your principal to make a profit. It's the baseline for every budget boss, ensuring that every dollar you've already earned is working to protect itself against the rising cost of living. Once you've mastered the art of letting your cash sit and grow, the next logical step is the stock market, specifically through dividend-growth investing. When you buy shares of established American companies that pay out a portion of their earnings to shareholders, you're essentially becoming a silent partner in their success. Every quarter, or sometimes every month, these companies deposit cash directly into your brokerage account, regardless of whether the market is up or down. If you set these to automatically reinvest, you create a compounding snowball effect where your money buys more shares, which then pay more dividends, which then buy even more shares. This is how real wealth is built over time in the US economy, allowing you to wake up to notifications that you've been paid simply for owning a piece of the world's most profitable enterprises. If you're looking for something with a bit more sweat equity, upfront but massive long-term payoffs, we have to talk about digital assets. In the digital age, your greatest asset is your knowledge or your creativity, and unlike a physical product, a digital one can be sold 1,000,000 times without you ever having to restock a shelf. Whether it's an e-book detailing a specific skill, a template for small business accounting, or an online course, these products live on servers that stay awake while you're asleep. A customer in California can buy your guide at 300 a.m. while you're asleep in New York, and the system handles the delivery and the payment automatically. The work is done once, but the paycheck arrives every time someone clicks purchase, making it one of the most scalable ways to build a side income that eventually rivals a full-time salary. Real estate has always been the gold standard for passive income. But in today's market, you don't need to be a landlord or deal with a 200 a.m. phone call about a broken pipe to benefit from it. Real estate investment trusts, or REITs, allow you to invest in large-scale commercial or residential portfolios for the price of a single share. You get the benefits of rental income and property appreciation without the headache of physical management. However, if you do prefer the tangible route, the house hacking strategy remains incredibly effective in the US. By renting out a spare room on a short-term basis or owning a multi-family unit where the other tenants cover your mortgage, you are effectively living for free and generating a surplus while you sleep in your own bed. It's a foundational move for anyone serious about the budget boss lifestyle because it turns your largest expense, housing, into your largest income generator. Affiliate marketing is another pillar of modern passive income that people often overlook because they think it requires being a famous influencer. In reality, it's just about being a helpful resource. By creating content, whether it's a blog, a niche review site, or a simple social media page that solves problems for people, you can include links to the tools and products you recommend. When someone makes a purchase through your link, the company pays you a commission for the referral. This ecosystem works 24/7. Your helpful article from 3 years ago could still be generating clicks and commissions tonight while you're dreaming, because the internet never closes. It's about building a library of content that serves as a digital storefront for products you believe in, allowing you to earn a finder's fee on a global scale. We also have to consider the power of automated business systems, specifically through models like print on demand or specialized e-commerce. Unlike traditional retail, where you have to buy inventory and ship boxes, print on demand allows you to upload a design to a platform that handles everything. When a customer buys a shirt or a mug with your design, the platform prints it, ships it, and takes their cut, sending you the profit. You don't touch the product, and you don't manage the shipping. Your role is purely the architect of the brand. Once the designs are up and the marketing is automated, the store runs itself. This is the ultimate expression of the budget boss philosophy, using technology to remove yourself from the operational grind so you can focus on high-level strategy and, of course, getting a good night's rest. The final piece of the puzzle is understanding that passive doesn't mean zero effort. Everything we've discussed requires an upfront investment of either time or money. The trick is to choose the path that aligns with your current resources. If you have more money than time, focus on high-yield accounts, dividends and REITs. If you have more time than money, focus on digital products, affiliate marketing, and building a brand. The goal is to slowly transition your income from 100% active to a mix that includes more and more passive streams. Over time, these small trickles of income, the $5 from a dividend, the $20 from an e-book sale, the $10 in interest, start to merge into a river that covers your bills and eventually funds your freedom. As you move forward, remember that the most important thing is to start small, but start today. You don't need $10,000 to begin. You just need the discipline to put your first $50 into an asset instead of a liability. Real wealth in the United States isn't about the flashy cars or the overnight success stories you see on social media. It's about the quiet, consistent accumulation of assets that produce value regardless of your physical presence. By following these steps and staying committed to the budget boss principles, you aren't just making money while you sleep, you're buying back your time, which is the only currency that truly matters.